Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to attend Hikvision HCSA-Display training program. Today we will introduce LED display products for you. After the course, we hope you can understand functions of each component in LED system topology and master the working principle and the structure of LED video wall, like how the LED screen build up. Know about models of Hikvision LED products and of course also the difference between them. Learn about some typical LED solutions to have an overview of our LED solutions first. Okay? So the content of today is as follows: system overview, LED fundamental, products, and solutions. So let's take a look at system overview first. What is LED and the role it plays in our security industry system topology? Okay? So normally we can not only see LED screens indoors but also outdoors, right? So indoor LED shows itself always in like command center, exhibition, conference room, or public utility. For outdoor scenarios, we see lots big LED outdoor screens in stadium or for advertisement, for example, in some avenue, or installed as a big sign by the side of the road. So for those big or huge LED screen, like we saw before, we call it a LED wall. Hikvision LED wall has great color performance, high brightness, seamless splicing. So why we need to pay attention about seeing? We can find the answer from the composition of the LED video wall here. LED is actually stands for light emitting diode. On the left is inline LED lamp, which is a type of it, which can provide you red, green, blue, and sometimes white color, right? Then we package it as one lamp, so as shown here. With different number of these kind of lamps, we will have LED module, which is LED unit here, with different resolutions. So one lamp reference to 1 pixel for LED screen. Okay? So for example, we have a LED unit with resolution of 256 multiplied 192, which means it contains 49,152 lamps. Okay? And LED modules or units build up our LED video wall. That's why we need to minimize the seam between LED modules. Otherwise, it will affect the viewing, right? Now we know the composition of LED screen. Then we have to understand the pixel pitch, which is the central distance between two pixels. So more smaller the pixel pitch is, picture with much more detailed we can see. Okay? So here's a simple system topology of our LED display system. We have to connect our video resource with LED screen, but the screen can't identify the signal. So we need help of LED controller, which can help us to send the video signal and also control the resolution on LED screen. So we connect our video source on the left with LED controller by DDI cable, for example, and on the other side, LED screen will connect LED controller with network cable. Okay? For some big LED screen LED wall, in some projects, we need video wall controller, since one LED controller doesn't have enough ports to control all LED modules. Okay? When we need lots LED controllers, like shows here, we need help of LED video wall to have an overall control of the system. If you have a decoder, you can also take IP camera as video resource to display live view, for example, on LED screen. Meanwhile, of course, we have to use VMS like HikCentral Professional, to have an overview management of this system. Now we know what is LED screen and its role in some of our security system. Next, we'll put the LED under the microscope to understand the working principle behind it. Okay? So a lamp board can't connect cables directly like power cable or signal cable by itself. That's why we need a cabinet which can contain all the connection cable and their relevant ports. So we actually connect all the lamp boards together through the cabinet. Multiple lamp boards can be passed to a cabinet at the same time with magnet behind it. Okay? Like shows on the figure, there are also connector, receiving card, power supply, and a connection terminal inside the cabinet. The receiving card receives the signal transmitted from LED controller. Moreover, different parts play their own roles in LED screen. The lamp affects the brightness, and if it's defected, we have to repair it. Driver IC chip controls the refresh frequency of LED lamps. Higher the frequency, better the display effect. Okay? And the PFC power affects power conversion efficiency and overall screen stability. With the help of the cabinet, we pass the lamp board with magnet on it. It can help us to have seamless splicing. Okay? So talking about the lamp, let's focus on the color first. We should first have basic knowledge about the brightness and the color gamut. Since the brightness is not higher, the better. So too high brightness will dazzling and reduce LED light. And too low brightness will not see the LED screen, right? So with Hikvision LED products, we can control it inside a suitable brightness range. So for indoor, it's recommended 500 to 1000 candela per square meter. So for outdoor LED, it's recommended for the brightness of 5000 or higher candela per square meter. And then the color gamut, we can see on the right. The wider the color gamut of LED, the more color it can show, the richer the color, right? So which can offer us more combination of colors. And then the gray level. This is also a big factor that will affect the color. The gray level means the maximum level of brightness between the darkest and the brightest of any primary color of LED display. So in a word, the higher the gray level is, more color we can get. From first chapter, we knew that LED lamp can provide us different color. But why? How can it make different kind of color? The color of LED is relevant to the substrate material. For example, gallium arsenide, red light, gallium phosphide is for green light, and gallium nitrogen is for the blue light, right? Because they are all both semiconductors and they have p-n junctions inside, so when you apply a voltage to them, they take on a different color. Okay? After talking about lamp and the color, let's take a look at packaging technology first. So it's not that complicated. At the beginning, we have DIP on the top. So LED lamp is on the chip, and there are lots of pins for the connection on the PCB board. Since the LED is firm, so it's a little bit big, it's hard to make small pixel pitch like shows on the right. We can see here. And then we have SMD. The chip is now directly printed on the PCB board. No more pins. So we can achieve a smaller pixel pitch like shows here, right? Compared with DIP, the distance between different pixel pitch is much more smaller. But it is difficult to achieve pixel pitch smaller than 0.9. So there is SMD only pack one LED chip for chip, right? There is still a limitation. Now, for IMD, which means we put multiple LED lamps into one LED chip. Not like SMD, there are N lamps in one chip. It is an intermediate product of the transition from SMD to COB. Then we have COB. The structure is simpler. The LED chip is directly attached to the substrate, eliminating other parts, like the picture shows here. With COB, we can achieve pixel pitch smaller than 0.9, minimum with 0.4, since it can pack more LED lamps into one unit, so to have a bigger and brighter lighting area. Then we have flip chip COB. The flip chip COB is easy to understand if you understand what is COB. For COB, we have to use Cooper wire to connect the LED chip with substrate. Then with flip chip, the Cooper now is under the LED chip. We can see on the right. Okay, let's make a comparison for different packaging technologies. The diagram here shows the difference between LED packaging technologies. For SMD LED, Hikvision has CWF series. For IMD LED, we have MWF series, and ZWDB series is COB LED product. So let's take a closer look at the difference between COB and flip chip COB. Like I said before, in COB we have to connect the PCB board and LED chip with Cooper wire from above, like shows on the left, right? But for flip chip COB, the electrodes are connected to PCB board directly, like shows on the right. No more wire. So to have less heat dissipation, lower power consumption, and lower dead pixel rate, which is caused by the disconnection of the Cooper wire, right? Now the normal COB LED product have lots of advantages right now. It can protect the COB LED from the sand, water, and the dust. And also it has smaller pixel pitch like we mentioned before. COB technology can realize minimum P 0.4 but P 0.9 minimum for SMD. And compared with SMD LED, COB has lower dead pixel rate, lower manufacturing cost. Meanwhile, it has larger viewing angle since it has area light source, right? And it can better transfer heat to PCB board. And here comes another tag from Hikvision, HOB. If you are using SMD products with P 1.2, 1.5, 1.8, HOB can improve many key performances with adding a synthetic colloid surface on the LED board, like it shows on the right, which can help LED to have better waterproof, moisture-proof, anti-corrosion, dust-proof, etc. So it's not a type of packaging technology, okay? After we understand the structure of composition of LED screen, and we learn some basic knowledge like brightness, color gamut, and gray level, right? So what's more, we know different packaging technology like DIP, SMD, COB. Now let's have an overview about what kind of LED related products Hikvision has. First is our LED screen products. Let's take a look at the naming rule of it, from which you can quickly tell some key parameters of products. Like here is an example. So we have here a DSD product, which means the Hikvision display product, and 44 here, which is non-certified product, like the products in Asia, MENA, Africa, Latin, most of the region. And then 12 here, which means the pixel pitch. For example, here we have a product with pixel pitch of P 1.2. And if it's A0 here, which means the pixel pitch is 10 here, and A6, which means 16. And F here, which means we have a full color product. And I here, which means this is a indoor LED product. So if there is O, which means it is a outdoor LED product. And D, C, or G here, which means different light supplier. And then W here, this position is actually for the series identifier. And at last will be F, so which means this is a front maintenance product. If there is nothing here, which means this is a rear maintenance product. So talking about front and rear maintenance, if you don't know what is front or rear maintenance, here is an example for you. So for front maintenance, we usually use it for wall-mounted LED. Usually. Okay, so all modules, power supplies, and internal electronics and cables are replaceable from the front, like we do all the cable connection work and then pass the lamp board on it. This is the last step. Okay, and rear maintenance means all modules, power supplies, and internal electronics and cables, for example, are replaceable from the rear. So from the other side. This is usually for some big floor standing LED wall like shows in the picture. So that's why we need to maintain some space behind the video wall. Okay? So now we can know Hikvision LED product family. First we have ZWDB, which is high-end product, which uses COB technology, and then MWF, which can be IMD or SMD products, and CWF or GWF series, which has SMD technology. And it has 8 modules in one cabinet. Okay? And for CAF series, it is SMD product, and it has 4 modules in one cabinet. And at last is CKF series. And for outdoor series, normally we have 42 or 44 FO series. If there is no suffix at the end of the model number, it is a SMD product, okay? And BGF series, which is also SMD product, it's a little bit more expensive. And at last, CKI series, which is also a SMD product, it is an economical product. And also we have rental series and LED module individually. And we have other types of LED like LED poster display, LED multimedia display, or transparent LED. And there are some accessories like decoder, video controller, or LED controller. So what kinds of highlights our indoor LED have to benefit us or our clients? It's easy to build a standard screen with 16:9 aspect ratio and support display mainstream 1080p 4K videos with equal proportion, right? Since it's a standard structure, so it's easy for splicing, installation, and maintenance. And also it's easy to update and replace because of reusable brackets. And it has high precision seamless splicing and ultralight and thin structure. It has perfect structural design. It doesn't have any fan, but with high efficient heat dissipation. And it has self-adaptation resolution. It supports automatically adjustment of any non-standard input to fit the resolution of LED screen. It has excellent imaging processing ability, improved image clarity, and enhanced display synchronization between LED controller and LED screen. It supports for automatic dehumidification configuration with 3-grade mode, reducing the possibility of LED breaking and protecting the LED from moisture, right? So as we said before, let's take a closer look of our indoor LED. So for the mid-end products, we have CWF or GWF, and also CAF, and we have CKF series. And ZWDB is our relatively new COB LED product, which is a high-end product. Right now, the most advanced one. So here are 2 different models of it with different pixel pitch and resolution. It has protection level of IP65. For outdoor LED, here are models we have here. We can see from the bottom left. O here means the outdoor LED, right? If you still remember the naming rule. So for the highlights of our outdoor LED products, let's pay attention of wide view angle first. It has 120 horizontally and vertically angle of view, so we can catch the clear and natural image in different positions, right? With famous brand power supply, which can provide LED high power supply efficiency. It's waterproofed and dust-proofed and has efficient heat dissipation with dual fan. Here's a new economic model CKI with different pixel pitch and different types of cabinets for your choice. Here is the list of model. It has good structural design with great waterproof and heat dissipation design. We have two different models of transparent LED. First is the SHC for the glass window facing the street, which needs higher brightness. We can see from the figure on the top, it's built up with lots light bars, right? There is a gap between them. And then SLC for the indoor glass window, which uses different type of cabinets and have lower brightness. Okay? And Hikvision naked eye 3D solution can achieve stereoscopic visual effects on various type of LED video walls without need of external tools such as polarized glasses. So how to achieve it? Establishing the same light composition as seeing the real object at the same angle will create a naked eye 3D viewing experience. Such angle is called the author's perspective. You may have already noticed that the problem is that naked eye 3D can only be viewed at a fixed angle. Okay, so distortion will occur when viewing at other angles. In order to build up a naked eye 3D LED system, expect from LED controllers, video controllers, we need a ultra high resolution server and help of the MPCS cloud control software. So more important, you need a 3D video source. Okay? Okay, so after we talked about so many LED products like indoor or outdoor products, let's talk about how to select a LED product. It has mainly these steps. So first, on the left, we can see you have to make sure the using scenario. It is outdoor or indoor. Then determine the actual LED area and the final width and height according to the actual number of LED cabinets. And you should consider the best viewing distance, which is 3 multiply 1000 pixel pitch meters. Okay? Nearest viewing distance should not closer than 1000 pixel pitch meters. Since if you install the screen inside, you should consider the space of the whole room, right? Like the size of the room. At last, according to the type and the number of signal input, the number of LED controllers, select the control product. So according to different pixel pitch, we can have the list of the best viewing distance of screen here. So here is a reference table for you. Now we knew about lots kinds of LED screen, right? Let's focus on other units in our LED system. First is decoder. So if you still remember the system topology in the first part, decoder plays its role as transferring the video signal of the camera to LED controller in order to display its view on LED screen, right? So we have here our DS69 series decoder. So in the naming rule, UD here is H.265 decoder and I here stands for international. All of our 69 series decoder have one VGA channel and one DVI channel for the input. And for output, there are maximum 16 HDMI channel and 8 BNC channel. But only odd HDMI ports support 4K. Only the port number is odd. The decoding resolution of 69 series decoder can be up to 24 megapixel in 30 FPS with 8 channel. It has maximum 36 division. It's limited by the number of windows. The maximum supported at 720p is only 64 channels. It supports control of 4x4 video wall and division, splicing, cross window, and roaming. All right. So here is a simple system structure of decoder for you all to understand. Our IP camera connects with decoder, and then decoder transmit the signal to LED screen. With help of VMS, you can do splicing, cross window, etc. like we said before. Now let's take a closer look at LED controller, which is an important role in our LED system. First comes the naming rule. So DSD here is still Hikvision display. 42 or 44 here means certificated or non-certificated product. And C or V or B here is an identifier for LED controller product. The number next to it, which means the number of RG42 output ports. Suffix H or N here means Hikvision or Nova Star system, which is for our outdoor LED. Here we have a simple topology of LED controller again. We can see from the rear of LED controller in the middle, here are HDMI or DP or DDI ports for video signal input, we can see. And here are ports for video signal outputs which connect with LED screen. Okay, so C04, which means it has 4 ports, and C08, which means it is with 8 ports. Okay, so each port can control resolution up to 0.65 million pixel. So how many LED module can connect it in series for one port depends on the resolution product we choose. Okay, you can get help from our selection tool, which we will give an introduction in our installation part. For our new V24 LED controller, it supports up to 4 V24 controllers self-splicing, which means if you only need 4 or less LED controller, you don't need LED video wall controller anymore. Okay? It supports 2 HDMI and 4 DVI video input, and 24 network ports with resolution capacity up to 13.27 megapixel. So here is a typical using scenario in control room we can see from here. After you connect the video signal resource here on the bottom left with the controller and finish the video wall management, you can use a monitor to have a preview of the LED wall in case where the control room is distant from the video wall. Okay? At last, for this subsection, we will do a conclusion about our LED controller products. Basically, we have 2 types of LED controller. One is H series with Hikvision self-developed LED system. It's suitable for all indoor LED except COB series, okay? And the other one is N series with Nova Star LED system, which supports all our outdoor LED cabinets, and COB cabinet, which is ZWDB series, and transparent LED cabinets also. So why we have to use different types of controller to control indoor and outdoor LED? Since the sending card in controller and receiving cards in LED module must be compatible. Okay? And the sending and receiving card in indoor and outdoor LED are different. So the control area of each receiving card is fixed and related to pixel number. The next controller will be the video wall controller. It occurs in previous parts, right? If you still remember. When you need to control several LED controller for a big LED video wall with lots LED modules, you need it. We have C10S and C30S. And let's have a look at C30S as an example. Compared with C10S, slots of C30S doesn't distinguish input-output LED controller or decoding board anymore. So LED controller board can replace the LED controller in LED system. Here is how C30S looks like. On the left we can see. In the middle is the rear of it. We can see lots of slots for you to insert. So from the topology here, we can see that user can input audio sources, but video signal is separated with it if we use VGA or DVI input board. Okay, so with HDMI or DP input cable, we can only use one cable for video and audio signal together. So for outputs, on the right side, we also have VGA or DVI, HDMI, and video controller board. So it supports totally maximum 92 outputs. You should pay attention that it's a theoretical number since we have mixed output slots. We have different types of output, right? If you want to add loudspeaker for LED, not like LCD that you connected loudspeaker with audio cable on the back of the LCD panel. On the top we can see, but for LED screen you have to connect loudspeaker with the LED controller. On the bottom we can see. Alright, here is a short comparison. So in the list are different types of boards for your selection. You have to know that only H-series LED controller can be replaced by LED controller board. Okay, remember this. For current HCP, which is Hike Central Professional version 2.2 and below version, it's better recommended to use LED controller rather than LED controller board because LED controller supports more functions. So now we should have a comprehensive understanding about our LED products, not only LED screen, but also controller devices, right? We just talked. In the last part, we will have an overview of LED solutions. So for conference room, we don't have to use a huge LED screen. Normally, one LED controller is enough for a small conference room, right? The solution for command center is more complicated, but all units are surround LED video wall controller. We can see on the top, right? KVM means keyboard, video, and mouse, and is formally called multi-computer switcher. With the help of KVM, all workers in the control room can control multiple computers in her or his PC. Therefore, the retail solution. With the help of digital signage box, LED screen can work as a digital signage. Okay? And client like Hack Central Sign can do the content management to determine what kind of content it has and what time it should be played, and so on. For more about the detail, we will learn from the digital signage course. And last will be for outdoor display solution. Basically, it's same as the indoor solution, but with different series of LED controllers. And what's more, TV box here can be connected with our C12L LED controller, which will replace video wall controller in this kind of situation. All right? So these are all contents for today's training. Let's have a quick review. So at very first beginning, we have taken an overview about the application scenario of our LED system, and then some system topology of it. And in the next part will be the fundamental. We have learned the structure of our LED products and some basic knowledge like packaging technologies of LED and some other basic knowledge about it. And then for the LED products, we have learned some Hikvision LED products. First the naming room, then some types of LED products like indoor LED, outdoor LED, transparent LED. And also we have learned some other products in our LED system like decoder LED controller or LED video controller, right? And at last, we have learned some simple LED solutions. So I hope you've got a better knowing about our Hikvision LED products in our HCSA-Display LED introduction course. Thank you for supporting Hikvision. See you in next course.